L-33 Tiet is now live. Streaming flight of Nova, low-orbit space pilot vibin.
What do I need to do? Just add. It's annoying that I have to do this every time, but if I want to multi-stream, I have to add. Every time I start a new YouTube stream, I have to like connect it up to the multi-chat thing. Alright, I think I got it. Just test it real quick. No? Didn't work? What? Hold on. Trying to set up the chat here. It's always a bit of a pain in the ass every time I want to multi-stream to do this. Okay. Yeah. Surely that's going to work now.
Hello.
Okay. Successful. Just gonna watch some YouTube.
I mean, all these velocity points on comprehensive car insurance are great, but tell me more about these authorized repairs having a lifetime.
This is Rust. But not as you know it. This is a video about potential. And don't worry, I'll be explaining everything.
Medieval Rust?
Ah, young goblin, my lad, wouldst there be a safe haven for me to shield myself from this dragon flame?
You could try the throne room. Use the ring over there. You can't miss it.
Thank you.
The hell? Hunter.
Ah, I wonder who left this just laying around.
A new hand touches the beacon.
Oh no, not again. So, if I told you I was actually playing Ruin, would you believe me? And in case you don't know what that is, in 2017, Facepunch started an experiment to create a parallel game based off of Rust that would be fantasy themed instead, but in the end it was shelved because it would be too much work. One problem child tends to be enough, if you get me. Well, no. This is actually Rust, but it seems something like Ruin could potentially be possible now, along with a lot of other things, and that's what this vid is about today. I'll just say up front, this is not sponsored in any way. I'm just genuinely excited for where this could go, and I wanted to share it with you. Anyway, pin back your ears and listen as I take you on a journey of discovery through time and space. So first, the modding scene in Rust is huge. If you want to check, just look at how many servers and players there are on Modded. At the time of recording this, it's well over the total on official and community combined. For a very long time, modding the game's been mostly accomplished through Oxide, a freely available modding framework, but no matter how good this can be, there's one big limitation. All plugins are server-side only. Thus, currently, they all have to rely on reusing and recycling existing Rust assets. However, that could now be subject to change to some extent. Right, look at this. This entire castle monument is made from Unity Store assets that you won't find in Rust. This chap here is the same. He doesn't do anything at the moment, but he could be made to. Take a look at these chests. How would you like something nice and medieval looking, and above all, animated to go with that? And the dragons? Well, if you haven't guessed, they are actually attack choppers under the hood, but with completely different models, animations, and custom sounds. Oh, and check this out, because mini-copters are so 2023. Alright, how am I doing this? Well, if you haven't heard yet, there's a new modding framework on the block called Carbon, which does the same as Oxide on the server side of things, while improving on it in many areas. But the team at Carbon are also developing Carbon for Client, which not only opens the doors to a whole new way of modding Rust, but actually blows the ruddy things off. And I think you're going to see a lot of this sort of thing, and much more besides, in the very near future. And I'll show you what I mean in a moment. So how does it work? Well, when using this framework, the client can actually be modded as well as the server, so you're not limited.
Yeah, some days I feel unfazed, like when I'm with my friends with a cup raised. Come Monday, I got a gun raised, suicidal do or die until hump day. Then I go right back at it like an automatic. More drinks, more songs, more beats to rap. I need a shrink, I'm gone. More time keeps passing, no watch, no thoughts at all. Just a hat, new era. Rep my P's and those O's. Need the Phillies with the orange and black to feel home. From Citizens Bank back to Camden Yards. It's a tale of two cities, and trust we go hard. Trust we go hard, yes we go hard. You said we go hard, I said we go hard. Rockin' my Bob Cousy, stocking up on the loose. The lyrics come easy, but the life is a doozy. And yes, I'm choosy, and no, I won't settle, but I still take pop off over that kettle. Cause I'm talking bigger picture, and yes, I'm gonna hit you with the...
A large chunk of Australia's population is only here because their ancestors were criminals. And luckily for us, over the last few hundred years, the apple hasn't fallen far from the tree. And that means that Australia has a large variety of different crooks. We've got some that are smart, some that are dumb, some that are gross, and just about everything and anything in between. But in today's video, we're going to be focusing on some of Australia's greatest criminals. And when I say greatest, I actually mean the ones with the funniest stories. So without further ado, let's get into it. First up, we have the world's slowest police chase. One day at 3 AM, this man from Queensland decided it was the perfect time to take his stolen tractor for a quick ram raid. So he decided to drive to his local motorcycle dealer, smash through the front door, and after a quick hop, skip and jump, he hooked up two brand spanker Kawasaki dirt bikes, chucked that bitch into reverse, and drove off into the sunset. Except that's not quite where this story ends. You see, someone witnessed this whole ordeal and decided to call the cops. And due to the fact that he was driving a big yellow tractor with two bright green dirt bikes hanging from the front, it didn't take too long for the cops to find him. Now, I've watched enough Farmer Wants a Wife to know that a tractor is not a fast vehicle. But as you're about to see, the man behind the wheel of this tractor has been spending too much time playing Grand Theft Auto. Instead of surrendering like a pussy, he decides to do some on-the-fly weight reduction to squeeze every kilometre of top speed out of his stolen JCB. After running over his freshly ram-raided dirt bikes, Old Mate initiates one of the world's slowest police chases. But just because it's slow doesn't mean it's not entertaining. He starts off by brake testing the cops, then continues by taking a little off-road detour. He then finds himself driving along the train tracks, and as you can see here, it handles like it's on rails. So with that revelation, he continued down the train tracks for a little bit longer until he slipped down the side of an embankment and got wedged against a tree. Now this man is many things, including an idiot. The one thing that he isn't is a quitter. Old Mate decided to hit legs and continue this chase on foot. At 5 AM, or roughly an hour after the ram raid took place, they found the man stripped down naked and hiding in a creek. And the most surprising part about all of this is that the absolute paragraph of charges that this man accumulated in that 1 hour window didn't even include drink driving, which means that this man decided to do all of that while completely sober. And with that absolute stroke of genius, it's time to get into our next story. Now this one is much more widely known and made national headlines about 20 years ago. And that's the story of Tony Mockbell. Now Tony Mockbell was in trouble with the police for a few minor things such as murder and trafficking commercial quantities of drugs. Now at the time that this story took place, Tony was already on bail for drug charges. But a little birdie told him that at his next court appearance they were going to try and do him for murder. So when he found out this information, he did the next most logical thing, and that was to flee the country. Now when the day of Tony Mockbell's court case finally arrived and he was nowhere to be seen, they quickly realised that something was a bit fishy. Tony Mockbell realised that such a high-profile criminal like himself wouldn't be able to just jump on a plane and fly out of the country, so he gathered up a crew and decided to sail from Fremantle to Greece. The journey took roughly 2 weeks, and for about the next 6 months he was a free man, until he was tracked down and caught in a cafe wearing this wig. Now technically he hadn't actually broken any laws in Greece until they realised that he was using a fake passport, which allowed the Greek police, which were working with the Australian police, to finally arrest him. Even though the only crime Tony Mockbell technically committed on Greek soil was having a bodgy passport, he spent 10 months in the Greek prison system, and for the entirety of his stay, the Australian government was fighting for his extradition. And after about 10 months of this constant beratement from the Australian government, Stavros at the front desk had finally had enough and said that we could have him. So they stuck him on a private jet and flew him back to Melbourne for the small price of $450,000, which of course was paid for by the taxpayer, where he and his wig was sentenced to 30 years in Geelong's Barwon prison. Alright, that's enough about Tony Mockbell. Next up we have possibly one of my favourite stories of all time. The other day I was doing some research for an upcoming video on Australian news when I came across this story. This man that you're looking at on the screen right now, that I've covered up in some awesome clothes to get around YouTube's nudity policy, is a man that goes by the name of G-String Batman. But you see, a name like G-String Batman isn't just given to you. A name like that has to be earned, and G-String Batman earned that name. You see, roughly 40 minutes before this video footage was captured, G-String Batman was just some weird in his undies. But that all changed when one night he decided to rob an op shop. Old matey broke in and made a beeline for the Batman section, stealing a Batman mask, cape and doll. On his way out, he also made sure to grab one of these sashes that read Bride to Be, after which he made his great escape to the backyard. Old mate proceeded to dress up in his freshly stolen getup and march around in the backyard for 40 minutes. Now, due to the fact that this was all caught on CCTV and he was still in the backyard of the place he just robbed, it didn't take too long for the constabulary to get a hold of him. Now, there's not much information about what happened to G-String Batman after this whole ordeal. My best guess is that he got sent to Gotham City or rehab. But the best part about this whole story is this guy's reaction to the CCTV footage on the official 7 News report.
What a joker.
AGSMS 7 News.
And to this day, just like the real Batman, his identity remains a secret. Alright, that's enough about G-Banger Batman, because now we're going to get into something a little bit more recent. Now, this next story isn't just about one single criminal, but a pair. And although these criminals don't actually have a name, I like to call them the pissheads on the scaff. In the early hours of the morning at roughly 1 AM, police started to receive phone calls about yelling and screaming. As you can see here, one of the locals captured these two guys fart-arsing around. And what this police officer didn't know at the time was that this standard procedure, pisshead removal, would turn into an 8-hour-long siege. They started off by climbing up on the scaffold to get to the roof of this construction site. Naturally, the firefighters arrived with a cherry picker to try and get the men down, but that was all to no avail. After a failed attempt to call in aerial backup and stopping these tradies from getting to work,
when I rocked up, I saw them, they had a bottle of vodka with them, so I was just like, look like they're having a good time. But obviously it's not safe for them to be up there.
They decided to have a quick 2-hour beauty sleep and then get right back into the action. Naturally, they tossed some bags of concrete off the balcony and onto the road, and with that all done, they were ready to negotiate. After their demands weren't met, they decided to pack it in and came down back onto the ground. The ringleader behind the operation gave a quick interview while in police custody.
Did you have a big night?
Even though these two blokes provided hours of free entertainment, all they got in return was a date with the magistrate. And on that unlucky note, we'll move on to our final criminal mastermind. But before we do that, we do have some honourable mentions. First up, we have old mate Clinton for the crimes of waiting for a mate and drink driving. This bloke here for doing such a mean skid in his AU Falcon that he made it to the news. This legend here who copped a fine for farting at a police officer with full intent. Chopper Reed. And of course, the keyboardist from Ocean Alley who stole the lid from a water bottle despite the fact that he's worth millions. Alright, now that that's over, we'll get into the police ankle breaker. Somehow this sharply dressed chap managed to garner the attention of the push bike patrol. But what he does next is insane. Instead of hitting legs like every other pissed idiot does, this bloke right here managed to somehow pull off a world-class ankle breaker. After sending this cop head over handlebars, he seemed quite impressed with his efforts. But Lieutenant Lycra was not laughing. Nursing a bruised ego, Lieutenant Lycra channeled his inner Officer Earl and chased him down like he was Flint Lockwood. And old matey almost got away with it until his fancy footwork finally let him down. As he hit the deck, he didn't even have time to bat an eyelid as Lieutenant Lycra came down on top of him, mixing him in the process. And unfortunately, just like every other crook on this list, he was also charged. So with that being said, the lesson you can take away from this video is that crime doesn't pay. And
Hello everybody and welcome to my base. This is my fake entrance. There is a tripwire that you can't see. That's why I'm crouching through there. The only thing in this room is Jeff Black saying, fuck you.
Hi everyone.
I've killed a lot of people in this room alone. See what I mean?
The savings I get with an Uber One membership don't disappoint. You know what is disappointing? Not having a mullet, and mullets are back?
Get great discounts on...
Rugged Space Daddy.
Just found a crashed ship. Is what we're looking for. Alright, we're gonna scan it. This is the hard bit because you gotta like steady the ship over the. Here's my camera. Object detected. Scanning now. Scan failed. Fuck, you gotta hold it like so steady over the top of it. It's actually really hard. What are you doing, bruh? Newtonian physics. Everything's like minor little adjustments. Alright, there it is. Struggling. It's just so hard to get like the perfect level of throttle and please just scan it. Fuck. Oh my god. scan it. Did my scanner break? Fuck.
Where'd you learn to fly, Trash Coon 1? Clown School.
Mom's house. Fuck. Oh, I got it. Scan complete. Oh my god. Fuck, that's hard, man. Oh. Alright, we're gonna get out of here. We're about to run out of fuel. 40% fuel. We gotta get home, baby. Upload that scan data.
At this pace you'll be downgraded to Sky Lieutenant in no time.
Excuse me? How fucking dare you? Engaging thrusters. How dare you talk to me like that? I'm a fucking esteemed space pilot of the colony, bruh. The fuck are you? Coming back to base with extremely sensitive data. Trash Rack 1 to base, requesting clearance to land. Over.
Shuttle CF2, base 85 ground. Hey there.
Geez, Trash Coon 1 must have woken up on the wrong side of the space bed.
Don't test me. It's been a long day, bro. I've been out here flying all day. Just trying to feed my kids, bro.
Okay, I'll let you off lightly this time, Trash Coon. Take it easy out there, over.
Copy that. Thank you, Captain. We lost a lot of lives to get this colony up and running. Shit. Landing gear deployed. Mission complete. Data has been retrieved, baby. Having to find the finding the missing things missions are really hard, especially when you have to scan the object. My God. Heading east of 85. Alright, we got reports of a missing tiny ZR-7 drone, last spotted heading east of 85. Gonna go check it out. Mission accepted. Bit of refuel and repair. Trash Rack 1 to base. Mission complete. Requesting clearance to take off. Search for the missing drone. Over. I'm heading out. We've got a good heading. Keep an eye out for this drone. This is a flying drone or if it's going to be on the ground. Keep our eyes peeled. Oh, we're picking up something on the radar.
Trashcoon 1, this is Star Command. Once again, atmospheric pilot sensor has detected high levels of alcohol in the cockpit. You know, as a space courier level 9, this is completely against all codes and regulations. Please abort mission immediately and surrender the ship. If you refuse such a request, code 4123, corporal punishment, code 1012, death by firing squad.
That's a hard negative, Captain. I am a man of the cloth and I do not drink. It must have been the previous pilot who left his booze. I would never drink on the job, Captain. How can you even say that to me? I'm out here doing your dirty work, and you accuse me of such things. Fucking audacity. Over. How dare you? I'm out here providing for my family.
Ah hell, I'll let this one slide just for you, Trashcoon 1, but you owe me one, over and out.
Yeah, we can sort it out back at base, Commander. Right now I gotta find this drone. I got time for your fucking shenanigans, alright? Picking it up on my radar, but I haven't triangulated it yet. somewhere in this mountain range. Where is it? It's down in this canyon? Scan is freaking out. We're like right on top of it. Where is it?
This is Station Booty 123 clocking back in.
Copy that. Oh no, I'm in cruise mode. Fuck. No. Mayday, mayday. No, I accidentally put the engines in cruise mode. Fuck. God damn it. Mission failure.
Big fat rib.
Yeah, I accidentally put the engines into cruise mode. Try again. Alright, let's try again. Trash rack 1 to base. Mission failure. Going in for a second attempt. Gonna repair and refuel and head on out. Alright, I'm on dock.
Ain't even gonna lie, can't fall asleep, sleeping face, big booty station cannot sleep.
Copy that, big booty station. Well, you just try and relax. I'll just be here flying. Alright, we're gonna get an easterly heading. Cruise mode engaged.
Big booty station gonna watch and try to snooze.
Copy that. Over and out. Alright, we need to head back to that mountain. It was up there somewhere.
Till the tiddle works, get out.
Hard copy. Rest in peace, Dave and his son. this one?
Dave's second son has harbored ill will and has supposedly bombed a Tiddle lube factory.
Copy that. Send my condolences to whatever's left of his family that I haven't crushed. His service to the cause won't be forgotten.
His name is Davidson.
Dave Davidson. Alright. Rest in peace. He died a hero. Was it this far?
And he is coming for you in the form of gamma waves.
Unfortunately, they won't be able to penetrate my ship's hull. Where was the spot we were just at? Was it down here? Oh yeah, I remember that thing over there. Okay, we're picking it up, we're picking it up. Somewhere around here. I wonder if I can, wait, surely, is there a way I can zoom the map out a bit? That would be, if I could get a wider camera menus, camera cockpit.
Oh shit, we looking for another hoochie coochie box.
Yeah, we got a drone last seen in this area. Menu nav vertical? Menu nav submit, ring menu. What's ring menu? Doesn't look like I have a camera zoom function, which is annoying. I have a cockpit. That's alright, we just have to do it the old-fashioned way. Use our little eyeballs. Yeah, we got a lost drone, last seen in this locale. I turn the music down. I can't hear my ship.
Damn drones always breaking.
I know. These drone pilots have one job, and it's automated. Alright. Come on, we're right on top of it. Where is it? Probably crashed into the side of the fucking mountain. I bet Dave was piloting it too. I swear I'm the only competent pilot on this goddamn operation.
Their job is to eat crayons and press a button called bombs away.
Nothing beats the real human pilot. Oh, I got a visual on some type of object at the top of that mountain. Requesting permission to observe. I have visual on a
Permission
potential target.
granted.
Copy that, I'm moving into scan. I really struggled with the last scan, so I gotta try and be nice and smooth on this one. Alright, I think I have the drone. Drone detected, I'm moving in for the scan. Alright, first scan was a failure. We need to get closer. Oh yeah, we got it. We got it. Drone detected. Alright, coming in for the scan. Oh, why won't my scanner work? Fuck. That's what happened last time. It's so hard to keep it like... Alright, we got the scan data. Let's go. Heading back to base to upload. We've got plenty of fuel. I'm coming in hot. Cutting engines. I'm a glider in, baby. Glider in. Thread the needle. The blues music really suits.
Coochie Station 1 to 2 is retired, but feel free to run the place. It's time to observe and try to sleep.
Copy that, Coochie 1.
It does.
Get a good rest. Over and out. I have the scan data. I'll upload it myself. Copy that. Inbound. Clear for landing. Making my final approach. Deploying landing gear.
Leetute loves fat meat. He dreams about it in his sleep. He talks about it, it's all he speak. Utleet loves huge meat.
I mean, I'm not gonna confirm or deny that. Just gonna land in my spaceship. I'm a very important space pilot out in these parts. Alright. Final approach. Nice and smooth. Thread the fucking needle, baby. Let's go. Nice. Perfect landing. Alright. Data upload has been complete. Mission success. Let's fucking go, baby. Alright, we got some sky cargo missions. These are always pretty fun. Because you have to land on the flying ship. Alright, comlink cards have failed on 2 air cargo carriers. The cause of these failures remain unknown. Alright, we need to go investigate some critical mission errors on the sky barge. Just refuel or repair. Trash Rack Wonder Base. Requesting clearance to take off and engage future missions. Have the repair kits necessary. Awaiting your command. Copy that, I'm moving out. Alright, where's the sky barge at? Where the fuck is it? Wait, did I not accept that mission? Huh? Fuck, did I not take that mission? I'm gonna have to re-land, hold up. What the fuck? Thought I accepted that mission. Seems to be some kind of error in my mission nav computer. I'm coming back into land to make some corrections here. Sure what happened there, but I did not have any active missions. Initiating redock procedure. What the fuck happened there? Missions? Oh, I guess I didn't accept it. Accept mission. Pick up comlink board. Alright, I think we got it now. Alright, we got the mission. Pick up the board. Pick up comlink board. Oh fuck, okay. The pickup is pretty much where I just was. Whoops. It's over there. Alright, let's go get it. It's alright, we're just practicing our landing maneuvers. Different ship there. Alright, picking up the comlink board. Alright, clear for takeoff. Heading up to the sky barge. Oh, we got a bit of a distance. Might do a low orbital maneuver here. We can save fuel. Jump. See how well we estimated that trajectory. It looks so cool when you get like above the planet and you can see the curvature. have to learn. I remember I did learn how to do like proper orbital maneuvers and dock with the space stations, but the game doesn't actually teach you how to do that. So I remember I had to look up a YouTube tutorial to figure out how to actually do it. That was a pretty good jump, you know? Coming in pretty on point here. Not bad at all. Adjust our trajectory a little bit here. That's the burn. Let's keep this heading, see how we go. We're on target. Engaging VTOL mode. Trash rack 1 to base. Have visual. I have the cargo coming in for landing. Requesting clearance.
Barge Vulcan, we have you on screen.
Copy that. This is Trash Rack 1 coming in for landing. Deploying landing gear. Successful landing, let's go. Comlink boards delivered, baby. Alright, we gotta pick up another comlink board. Let me get some fuel while I'm in. Alright, where's this one? Undocking. Clear for takeoff. I'll be back with another comlink board. I'm 40 k's away, not too bad. Trash rack 1 to sky barge. Come in, do you copy? Have you on visual. 18 clicks out, making my approach.
ZF2, Sky Barge at Tori. We've got eyes on you. Welcome.
Copy that, sky barge. Oh shit, man. This is trash rack 1 coming in for landing. May have overshot that a little bit, but don't tell the boss. Fuck. Oh, that was bad. I was trying to look for my fucking belly cam, but it couldn't see it. Oh my god, I almost fucked that. Deploy landing gear. Let's just put this puppy down. Alright, let's not tell the boss about this one. Alright. Nice. Picking up the comlink boards. Refueling. Trash rack 1, cleared for takeoff. I'm moving out, delivering the final comlink board. How far we gotta go? Oh, okay. To do a jump for this one. Line it up. Alright, good burn, good heading, good trajectory. I don't know why my belly cam won't work anymore. Is it bugged? Fat cheese here. about 100 clicks out. Good heading. Probably could have done a better burn, but we've got plenty of fuel to burn, so we're good.
Shuttle CF2, base 85 ground. How you doing? We've got eyes on you.
Copy that. It's Trash Rock 1. Entering your airspace. Requesting clearance to land. Clicks out. I got the comlink boards. I'm coming in, boys. VTOL mode engaged. Alright, bringing her in nice and easy. Belly cam works again. Maybe it doesn't work up in the higher reaches of space. This music really suits this game, I'm not gonna lie. It's so relaxing. Gear. We're in.
Eshe Space Daddy.
Space Crab Lair. Times is tough out here on the colony, man. We're running low on pilots, so they had to hire me, an ex-smuggler. To smuggle space crack. Now I fly for the... Oh, shit. Now I fly for the Federation. Too many pilots have died out on these missions. They're running short of men. Rail me, Space Daddy. Been a bad little pilot.
Ashkun Trey 1 you be straight running them space brick your heard. Across DEM galaxies your dig. We be straight quantum triggered your and we feeling so gooed. So gooed.
For real, straight bussin', no cap. No cap, Space Daddy. Alright, mission complete. Alright, we've almost done all the missions. Map objective 70%. Toledo Sky Cargo's requesting titanium at launch site 87. Okay, what's this one? Ship with container clamps required. Alright, maybe we need to swap ships. Help with repair parts in stock. Should we swap ships and do the other mission, or should we just... No, let's just do this one first, because we still have this ship. Pick up the recorder, take it out to another bit of refuel. Ooh, space jazz. Honestly, listening to smooth jazz in this game is just like the most relaxing experience you could ever have. Alright, trash rack 1, refueled, requesting clearance to take off.
You be straight cuss NDEM viewers ya dig. Straight running DEM space bricks ya. Shit in DEM bricks ya heard. Cannot step to thy quantum deep cellular triggered lunar module ya. Or you be getting straight cussed out ya.
Straight up. Oh wait, whoa, what the fuck? Okay, we got a big mission. This is 1,400 kilometers away. Alright, this is gonna take some Alright, this is gonna be a big orbital maneuver, boys. We gotta fucking... Alright, how the fuck do I do this? I haven't... This is the first time I try to do an orbital jump, like a proper one. Let's just go for it. Alright. Land and gear up, baby. We're heading into space, boys. Okay, so from memory, I need to keep this 28 angle of attack, about 28. And then get up to about 2,800 meters, I think.
Strap yourself in Trash Coon 1. This is one of your biggest missions yet. If you make it, Christmas be coming early over and out.
Copy that. So wait, if it's that far away, how do I calculate how long I need to be in orbit for? That's the only thing I don't know. 1,000 meters per second, angle of attack's on 28. I think I need to get up to about 28 kilometers or something. Vertical speed 770. Yeah, there would be a way to figure out exactly how long I need to do a burn, but I don't know. I think we'll just try and get into orbit. 30. How many kilometers was it though? I forget. Oh, here we go. No, we're I can see the little thing up there. We're about to reach orbit. I think I need to get a higher angle of attack though. Holy shit, we are pulling some G's. Oh no, wait, we need to level out, otherwise our orbit's going to be too... There we go, we can see our little orbital thing down the bottom there, showing the about 1,200 clicks. We're going Mach 18, bruh. Give a fuck. Alright, we're just going to ride this for a while and see what our trajectory looks like. We are in space. The universe, lad. You know, when you're up here, it's like sometimes you can't just help but feel so insignificant. The cosmos, lad. It's beautiful. Alright, how are we doing? Looking pretty good on this trajectory. We're coming into it. I just need to figure out There is a there's a way to figure out how, like if you have a certain distance, you can figure out exactly like, you know, how much you need to burn. We're definitely coming up to it now. I might need to start doing a d-orbital burn soon. We're definitely pulling up on this. It's just, I just want to see what our trajectory is like when we start falling. What's HUD mode? Oh, I see, okay. I mean, trajectory looks pretty good, I think. I feel like we might overshoot it though. We're kind of... Alright, maybe we do a bit of a deorbit burn here. How's that look? Oh yeah, we definitely need to do a big old deorbit burn now. Yeah, we definitely overshot that. But that's alright. Doesn't bring us down. Pulling some fat G's. How's that looking? Yeah, we overshot it a little bit. We're pretty much above our target, but we should hopefully have enough fuel to deorbit and bring ourselves down without let's see how we're looking here. Okay, target, yeah, we definitely overshot it a little bit. Orbital mechanics is it's not easy. We just have to kind of wait till we fall back down, I think. I'll do another quick little burn here. Oh. Oh look, there's a satellite. Problem is, you kind of need to get the burns right, otherwise you use too much fuel and then you... I don't know what I should do here. If I don't want to deburn too much. I feel like I'm definitely falling. Do we want to just fall back to Earth? Yeah, we're picking up speed. I feel like I should probably start trying to fall in a way that's not going to break the ship up. Which way are we falling? It's kind of hard to tell now. Yeah, we're coming down. We're definitely coming down. Oh yeah, we're losing. All right, wait, fuck. We need to get into a spot. It's like we definitely overshot that. Oh shit. Wait, this is bad. This is bad. We don't want to come in too high, otherwise we're going to break up. Oh fuck. Uh-oh. Oh, this is bad, this is bad. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, okay, I think we're good, we're good, we're good. Alright, I might have to watch a YouTube video to remember how to do those orbital jumps properly because, yeah, that is 200 kilometers away. I don't know if I'm going to have enough fuel to get over there. Only chance I have is to do like a hard little burn from this spot, but fuck, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. 41% fuel. I don't know about this. Maybe, I don't know. See how we go with that burn. 27% fuel left. Oh, it looks pretty far. Oh, it's a sky barge as well. Fuck, that makes it even harder. God damn. Percent fuel. Wait, is it a sky barge or is it a city? It looks like a sky barge from here. I can't really tell. Is it moving? Cutting it thin. I don't know if we're going to make it. 22% fuel. Alright, 40 clicks out. We might be okay. I'm scared, lad. Hold me. Rail me. Rail me, Space Daddy. But you see how important it is to get those like orbits like on point? I need to figure out after this I'll look up a YouTube tutorial to figure out how to get the distances right. %, fuel.
CF2 craft. Base 9-4 ground. We have you on approach.
Copy that. Run a bit thin today.
Shuttle CF2. Skybarge Toledo. We've got eyes on you. Welcome.
Running on fumes, lad. Oh shit. Oh no, it's one of these landings. Fuck, I hate these ones. Oh, it's hard. Especially, oh no. Fucking hell. Bruh. These are actually really hard underneath the fucking... underneath the shit. Oh, fuck, dude. Oh fuck, oh fuck. Ugh. No. Dude, no. No. Oh fuck. Oh fuck, fuck. It's so hard. I got 14% fuel left. What if I can like refuel and then... Fuck, that's brutal. It's not looking good, boys. So I can't see where the fucking thing is. Right above me. Oh my god. I mean, that counts. Oh shit. That definitely counts. I have damaged my fuel data, so I don't know how much fuel I have. We can do this. Mission complete. Dude, that's pretty good. That was like 10% fuel left. Not bad, not bad. It's so hard to land on the fucking, on that part of the ship. It's crazy. Alright, 28 Ks away. Nice and easy. Alright, we're gonna finish this mission and then I'm gonna look up some YouTube videos about this game. Because it is fucking hard. Let's go, just cut the engine and just fall away from it. Bye bye.
Once again cutting it fine, Trash Coon 1. Now let's wrap it up and report to Star Command. Nice work, kiddo. Over and out.
Copy that, Big Daddy. Trash Rack 1 coming in for final approach, and I'll go back to college for some more pilot study. Is this gonna be one of those annoying landings again? How come it only refueled me to half? What the hell? I got fucking rugged. Oh nice, we can just land on the top of this one. Beautiful.
CF2 craft. Sky barge Vulcan. We've got eyes on you. Welcome.
Copy that, inbound.
P.SA message from your wife. Don't forget to pick up the space milk on your way home.
Copy that, boss. Thank you. Always looking out for me. Oh shit, always looking out for your boy. Oh, I may have scratched the side of your ship, Captain. I'm sorry. Ugh. Fuck. Never mind. Damn it, I was trying to do like a nice little... Didn't work out. God damn it, Trash Rack 1, you're a goddamn cowboy.
Goddamn Trash Coon, eyes on the prize for Pete's sake.
Sorry, I may have jumped the gun there, Commander. Alright, bring her in now, nice and easy. Thread the needle. Okay, not bad, not bad. Alright, mission complete. Damn, that was a big mission. Big mission for a big boy. Big space boy. Space boys. Oh. Ooh, space boy. Alright, mission complete. Wait, what? There's another mission? Alright, we're gonna leave it at that for now. Cause I just wanna watch how you're supposed to do. Orbital entry, space station docking, and atmospheric re-entry. Doesn't tell you how you're supposed to. Alright, let's just try this one.
Hello and welcome to another Rise Stream tutorial video. I don't have too many of these. I don't know why I said another. But either way,
I'm just gonna get a drink.
Felt compelled to make this video because I struggled with this at the beginning of this game, and I wanted to kind of maybe help people out that really, you know, you follow the tutorials, but there's a few things that they leave out of the tutorials. So we're playing a game called Flight of Nova. This is a space trucking simulator type game. Uses Newtonian physics, and that makes it very, very hard to kind of get into orbit with an object and then dock with it. At least at the beginning. Once you get this down, though, you'll be a pro and you will know what you're doing. So here are the procedures that work for me. Now, there's a lot of different ways to do this. There's no set way to do this. It's kind of fun to figure it out on your own, too. But if you're just trying to get it done, check out this video and hopefully it helps you. All right, first things first, always, golden rule in this game, refuel. You always want to make sure you're full of fuel. Even when you're just starting out in the game, they always start you with like 50% or whatever. Anytime you land on a landing pad, make sure you refuel. We also are going to go up to the greenhouse for this one. Now, this will work basically with any orbital object. There's a few orbital objects up there that have different altitudes. As you can see, you could always look at your velocity and altitude. Those are important for your orbital objects. You want to know how fast it's going around the planet, and you want to know its altitude. So as you can see, the greenhouse is going 7,838 meters per second around the planet. They all travel pretty much easterly, so keep that in mind as well. And it's at an altitude of 185 kilometers. So here we go. Let's meet our launch window. We're going to undock. We're going to hover off of the pad, and we are going to face east. Now, if you're in a mission, you will have a target to go to get into orbit. We are not in a mission. So if you're not in a mission, face east and try to get it exactly east, because that will definitely help you out for this. So as you can see, our compass on the main center screen there is saying east. There we go. There's also objects in the sky already that might be able to help you out. Switch to your cruise mode from VTOL mode, and you're going to want to set your angle of elevation to 30 degrees. You want this to be about 30 degrees. If it's not exactly 30 degrees, then you're fine. Your angle of elevation is right there on your HUD. It is in the top, it's in the middle left part of your HUD, AOE. That is your angle of elevation. You want to get that to about 30. So get that up to about 30. Like I said, doesn't need to be exact, but 30 degrees is where you kind of want to be at. Make sure you're going east and just continue your burn here. You're going to get up into the upper atmosphere. And then once we get to about 40,000 meters or 40 kilometers above the planet's surface, you're going to start to see some things change here. So until you get to that point, you want to just keep your burn going here. Take a look at the beautiful, beautiful views as well. There's our greenhouse. We can already see it. There it is closing in on us. So keep that in mind as well. It is behind us right now. And my guy is blacking out. I would recommend maybe turning down the volume on the G-force warnings, because you're gonna be hitting that a lot. All right, now as you can see, we're about 42,000 kilometers. Things have changed on the screen. Here's what we want to look at next. Okay, look at your HUD. Look down at your apoapsis. There it is, apoapsis. That is the first listing there because it's very important. You want to get that to 185,000. So keep burning until you're at 185,000 on that apoapsis, okay? Now, when you pull off the throttle, you'll notice it just freezes. So once you get it to about, 180, 182, just give it little short controlled burns until that reaches 105. Or 185, I'm sorry, 185. There you go. There we go. We are now launching in orbit, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get back to regular view there. Next thing you want to do is kind of nose down until your angle of elevation is at 5. We're going to nose down. That's just above the horizon. We want to keep that at +5. Okay. So just nose down a bit. There's our angle of elevation. About 5 there. Once you get 5, lock it in with your kill rotation. Oops. Right about there. There you go. And then you want to wait. What we're waiting for is our FPA to reach 0. So that is your flight path angle. Okay. Your next thing is your flight path angle. That is that orange just above your altitude. That is that orangish FPA with the number. You want that to reach 0 degrees. Okay. That's what we want next. So when that reaches 0 degrees, your apoapsis is at 185K. Your angle of elevation is at 5. And your FPA is going to be at 0. So just sit here and float. You can take a look around. Absolutely beautiful as we're getting up into orbit here. Very, very pretty. So we just want to keep an eye on our FPA. Now, if you're at the external view here, what is that? Oh, the greenhouse just loaded in. Okay. So the greenhouse is going to come flying past us here, I have a feeling. So if you're in this view, you want to take a look at the top left-hand corner of your screen for your FPA to reach 0. But I would recommend being in the cockpit view anytime you're doing an orbital entry, just because all of your information is right in front of you and you can see where exactly you're heading. Okay, there's our AOEs a little bit up there. Just keep it at 5. You may have to nose down a bit while you're at this stage of the game. And just keep an eye on that FPA. As soon as that reaches 0, we're going to do our second burn here. Or maybe third burn, depending on, if you're counting that first step, it's getting out of the lower atmosphere there. All right, there's the greenhouse closing in on us. We're actually set up pretty good here. So that FPA is almost 0. Almost 0. And you'll see why you want to keep that angle of elevation at 5 in just a second here. As soon as we start our burn, that angle of elevation at 5 is going to keep you at that almost 0 flight path angle. So you want, while you're doing your second burn here, you want to keep your flight path angle at about 0. You don't have to. That is optional, but I like to. It creates a more perfect orbit, and you don't have to worry about other complications down the line. So you're doing like a jump to the other side of the planet in orbit. You want to keep that FPA at 0. All right, but for this, it doesn't matter if you're a little bit off. So just keep it at about, try to keep that FPA as close to 0 as you can. This is what we're going to be burning to. You want to keep an eye on your speed. You want that speed at 7,800. So as you're keeping an eye on your FPA, 7,800 is what we're going for here, okay? That's where you want to do your full stop. 7,800 meters per second. There it is. We just made it to 7,813 meters per second. Almost right on the money there. And there you are. You are now in orbit. If you're just looking how to get in orbit, you can end the video here. That's how you do it. But we're going to show you how to get to the greenhouse. This is what the game doesn't really teach you in the tutorials. You want to get to that greenhouse. Now, we're lined up pretty good. Sometimes you'll end up, if you did the steps right, sometimes you'll end up even 150 kilometers away. But the principles for the next steps are going to be the same no matter how close you end up to your greenhouse. First things first, after your orbital burn, Once you're in orbit, as you can see, your relative velocity, which is that RV underneath your target there, where it says GRN 188, RV, which is your relative velocity, is negative 125. We want to get that in the green. So how are we going to get that in the green? By doing a slight little burn towards it. Now, you don't want to burn too fast towards it, but you do want to burn towards it. So there it is. It's in the green now. We're gonna burn up until we get to about 1 kilometer per second. So we're just gonna keep burning here until we get to about 1 kilometer per second. Now that yellow circle you see, that is your local direction. That is local to your nearest target. If you see that yellow circle, you are close to something, and that is your relative direction to it. So there you go. Now what you want to do, turn around. We're going to do an opposite burn. We're coming in really hot. Turn around. You want to find your anti-local. We're going to burn towards anti-local until that anti-local moves away from what we're doing here. So as you can see, I lost track of it. Oh yeah, there's a space station right there. Okay, just keep burning towards that anti-local. We overshot it a bit, not a big deal. Until that anti-local starts slipping away, that means we are at about the same speed as the greenhouse. And look at that, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the most beautiful things in this game. Floating at the exact same orbital velocity as the object, or close to it. It just looks amazing with the planet moving in the background like that. So, just to give you your bearings here, we are currently floating at 7,826 meters per second around the Earth in the same orbit as the greenhouse. All thanks to that anti-local. That's how you get to the same speed. Just burn towards that anti-local. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to get a little bit closer. So, we're still 10 kilometers out. We're not out of the woods yet. Okay? What we're going to do is we're going to burn towards it. Just short, controlled burns at this stage in the game. Just until we're heading in the direction of it. Since we're only 10 kilometers away, we don't want to go too fast. Okay? And then to slow ourselves down, burn in the opposite direction, which is the anti-local. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get in the external view, and we're going to keep an eye on this thing. And as soon as we get, to where the closest point we think is, we're going to burn in that direction. We're already set up for it. You can use your kill rotation liberally here. There's the object. Now let's burn towards that burn towards that anti-local until we're matched up with it. And how do we know we're matched up with it? When that anti-local goes away. There it is. There it is. Now, at this stage in the game, we're probably, I would say, about 5 kilometers away. It'll tell you on your screen. When you're close enough to it, though, it will stop telling you where, on your external view, it'll stop giving you that information on the external view. You can always get that information on your internal view. So on the bottom left-hand, or bottom center left screen there, we can see exactly how far away we are from it. We're 3.3 kilometers out, or 3,300 meters out. We're also a relative velocity of 5.64 meters per second. Let's just head towards it a little bit. Now, at this stage of the game, we don't want to go more than maybe 20 meters per second in the direction of this thing, because obviously it would be very hard to slow down. So at this point, what you want to do is use your navigational thrusters. Take your hand off of the trigger, off of that trigger, okay? From now on, you want to use your navigational thrust, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to get right on in there. Let's do it. So speed up to maybe, what are we going right now? Yeah, we want to maybe get to about minus 20 meters per second on that RV. You can see the RV down at the bottom of the screen there. There's RV. And as you can see, we're coming in nice and slow. This is a nice entry. Keep an eye on that yellow circle. You kind of want to line up that yellow circle with where you want to be. Now, what I would do is use your directional thrusters to kind of move that yellow circle around. At this slow speed, it will move it around quite nicely. And maybe aim at the target you want to be at. You also, if you're coming in at a weird angle and you're afraid of hitting something, you could always move that target just off of center of where you want to go. So that way you won't hit anything on the way in. But I'm pretty confident in our speed. I'm confident that we can slow this thing down a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start slowing it down right now. Now, the next thing you want to do is when you're getting to your dock, if you're in a mission, you're going to have a specific dock assignment when you get close enough. I'm not currently in a mission. We're in free mode right now. So we can dock anywhere, really. We're going to slow this bad boy down. I'm going to orient myself with the dock using those controls. Once again, keep your finger off of the thrust. Oops. Oh, we are coming in hot. So I'm going to hold up on the D-pad to kind of do a retro burn here. We'll turn ourselves to the left a bit. Hit those reversers. There we go. Put the A button on the controller to go forward. I'm using an Xbox controller right now. Down a bit. Right a bit. This is just beautiful. This game is absolutely beautiful. Forward a bit. Left a bit. And down. Here we go.
Fuck yeah.
There you go. Once you're on the plate, hold the down key on the D-pad. That'll keep you against the plate. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We are docked.
Nice.
Rule number 1, refuel. Always refuel. That used about a little over half our fuel for that orbital entry and navigation to the greenhouse here. So there you go. The next part of this video starts right now. Here's what we're going to check out now. How do we get back to the planet? This is one of the hardest things you could possibly do in this game. So what we're going to do is we're going to take on a mission just so we have a waypoint down to the planet. Now, if you're in free mode, you will not have a waypoint back to the planet. It's almost impossible to find any place you're looking for if you're going back down in free mode unless you pick a mission. So we're going to pick a mission. 90% of the stuff you're going to be doing in this game is a mission anyway, so if you're doing the alpha missions. So let's pick a mission. Here we go. We're going to do a mission. Let's see. We'll just do the first one here. A package of snacks is requested at platform A44. Oh, those are local. I'm sorry. We want to do the surface missions. I'm sorry. All right, next thing what we're going to do is we're going to do a surface mission. The Cobalt 9 at 1:30 Monte Perez is waiting for a thorium container. Okay, ships are not compatible with that. The only one that's compatible with our ship is this one. So we're going to do this one right here. Accept the mission, and I'm going to show you how to get back down to the planet there. Let's do it. So first things first, once you pick up your cargo, you're going to have to wait for the launch window. So make sure you're repaired, make sure you're refueled. And what you want to do is, if it's not already on top, go to re-entry window and go to time acceleration. And we have an hour until our departure time. So I'm going to pause the video here. We're going to wait this out. Okay, we're back. We now have 48 seconds until our departure here. So we're waiting for the launch window. Now, what you want to do is, once again, make sure you're repaired, make sure you're refueled, and get ready to undock. Now, what's cool about this is you can click this cam view button and enjoy these beautiful views while you're waiting there. But it is now time to get down to business. So what we're going to do is we're going to fast forward a little bit longer here. There we go. All right, now the goal for this is not to speed up, but to slow down. As you guys know, when you're going up into orbit, you're blasting off, you're speeding up, you're trying to get up to speed with this stuff. The whole point of this is to slow down. Now let's undock before we miss our window. And once again, don't use your afterburners anywhere near this station. And what you kind of want to do is kind of orient yourself with where you want to go. Okay, so let's get away from this station. Step 1, get away. Okay, get away. Need to get away from this. So, you know, make sure there's no objects in your way. Push yourself very slowly away from the... Step away from the space station. There we go. Okay, that's pretty good. Because we are going to be slowing down. So, as you know, the space station and yourself are heading east. Okay. So, now that we're kind of away from it, we're not going to worry about hitting anything. Second thing you want to do is orient yourself with your target, which should show on the ground is that blue diamond. Okay. And as you can see, our direction of travel indicator is not really near. It's not over top of our target. So our target is a little off center with the equator here. Okay, or off center with our current orbit. So we're going to keep that in mind for later. You don't have to worry about that right now, but we'll keep that in mind for later. Next thing we're going to do is, don't worry about that anymore. That's just going to float away. Next thing we're going to worry about now is slowing down. So how are we going to slow down? Well, here's the magic number that I've found. At about 180 to 185 kilometer altitude, I find that starting to slow down from orbital speeds at about 850 kilometers from your target. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to wait until that target right there, okay, that's right in front of us, says 850, okay? Here's what you also want to do. At this point in the game, turn around, and you're going to look for a blue X, okay? Now, you should have a little bit of time to do this. As soon as you get away from the station, start doing this. Look for that little blue circular X directly in front of us. That's what you want to aim towards, okay? Now, what that's going to do is that's going to slow us down enough to start our atmospheric re-entry, okay? And we're going to slow down to about 3,000 meters per second, okay? Get away from the space station. Head to that blue X circle in the opposite direction of where we're going and wait for 850 kilometers. Now, what we want to do, you see how our direction of travel is offset? If it's directly over top of your diamond, don't worry about it. But since it's a little offset, we want to offset too, because that's going to put us right over the center, right over that blue diamond. We don't want to land over there. We want to land over there. So how do we do that? By creating our own offset. So kind of eyeball up how much that direction of travel indicator, which is that blue circle with the 3 lines coming out of it on the in space there. Line up how much offset there is and kind of create your own offset, okay? So maybe about there, okay? Directly to the left of that blue target there. That's going to bring that right over top. You'll see it in just a second. So create your own offset, okay? About the same amount of distance in the sky as that. We're at 960 meters, 940, or I'm sorry, kilometers, 920 kilometers. We're going to wait till we see 850, and we're going to burn, baby. There it is. Let's start our burn now. It's about 870 there. Now, this is going to be a full stop burn. As you can see, our speed, our velocity is decreasing on the bottom left-hand corner there. As you can see, that direction of travel indicator is moving to the right. You see that? Now, obviously, if that direction of travel indicator was right over your target, which it is sometimes, you would want to just burn straight towards that blue plus. But since it isn't, we're going to burn a little bit offset from it. Now, you want to kind of correct every once in a while to keep yourself level on the horizon with that. And maybe move yourself over a bit as well as that closes in. You can see our direction of travel indicator is starting to line up. As soon as that's over top of it, we're going to change direction here. Keep an eye on your speed. Our speed is now 4,000 meters per second. That is now lined up right over top. There it is. Look at that. See that? Direction travel indicator. Quickly, quickly rotate towards that X, and we're going to burn directly towards that X now. Okay. There we go. There we go. Let's get ourselves down to about, I would say about where that direction of travel indicator is going to touch the horizon. All right. We want that to touch the horizon. Keep an eye on your speed. Don't go too low, because you'll undershoot it. There we go. 2,500 meters per second is good. And now we're going to let gravity do its thing. As you can see, we've only used a little less than a quarter of our fuel. That is a good thing, because we might need our fuel if we miss the target down there to fly to it. But right now, about 2,500 meters per second, we're stopping our burn. Right when that little direction of travel indicator was a little bit above the horizon there. Like I said, it won't be exact every time. Each re-entry is a little bit different, but that'll get you in the general area of where we want to be, okay? So next thing's next. We can start to turn around. Before we get too low, why don't we turn around? Okay, I don't think we're going to need to do any more reverse burns. As you can see, we're already entering the atmosphere. The air density will start popping up. We have air density now. So let's line ourselves up with our target. And the air is going to slow us down. Now, as we get closer and the air density is low up here, you are going to notice your speed increasing. That will increase. Don't let it get above about 3,000 meters per second. If you start to get above 3,000 meters per second, you're going to want to maybe do a reverse burn. But I think we're going to be okay. Keep your nose tilted up slightly. I like to keep it about 20 degrees-ish. I don't know if that's correct, but that's a good place to keep it. That'll add a little bit of wind resistance for our re-entry. As you can see, our direction of travel indicator is falling below our target. That means we're going to fall short of it. Let's add a little burn. Just a small one to keep ourselves from falling too short while we're up here, and we can make the most ground for our air resistance here. Our air density is low up here, so we can cover the most ground with a burst. Look at that. You just want to keep your direction of travel indicator as close as you can to your target. If you're floating a little bit to the left there, don't worry about it. If it floats up and off screen, don't worry about it. At this point in the game, you're okay. And as long as you're under about 3,000 meters per second, you're just fine. You're not going to burn up. Even though you're turning red, you're not going to burn up. And there you go. Look at this. We are within 30 kilometers of our drop zone here. Keep that nose up. I'll slow you down. And now we're just going to drop on in, okay? Look at that. Look at that.
Fuck, that's sick.
Unbelievable. At this point in the game, I think you could kind of nose down. You're pretty much in the atmosphere now. Now, it's going to get hard to control here. So what you want to do is you just want to kind of just keep your nose down. If you're at this point, if you overshot it like me a little bit, just keep your nose down. It's going to be real hard to try to turn around, okay? So don't even try until you're a lot lower, okay? So we're still 30 kilometers above the surface here, okay? Now, we have plenty of fuel. Just for time purposes, I'm going to do a burn towards the surface. Just keep an eye on your speed. Don't go over, 2,000 or 3,000 meters per second here. There you go.
Very informative video.
Once you start turning red, it's a good idea to stop. And there we are. We're under the clouds. Look at that. Pull up. We're only 40 kilometers away from our target, which is excellent. If you're within 100 kilometers of your target, you should have plenty of fuel if you did all that correctly.
Nice.
To get to your target. So there it is. Not my best re-entry. I usually fall within, 15 to 20 kilometers of it. But 35 kilometers, obviously, is more than good enough. So there you go. That's how you do your atmospheric re-entry. And I guess I don't need to land here, but I'll just land for the purposes of the video. There you go. Hopefully that helped you out. If it did help you out, make sure you tap.
A good little refresher.
reverse parking. That is not a thing. Finishing a flat pack? Thing. Mars, for you who did that thing you did.
Record players were way ahead of their time. Everyone knows that the sound comes from the grooves, but how on earth can a groove in a plastic frisbee generate the sweet ear nectar that is Yellow Submarine? It's because sound is just vibration. Say you were to speak into a big horn that had a stretched out balloon at the end. That stretched out balloon is going to vibrate along when you speak into said horn. And that vibration is the same vibration your eardrum makes to let you hear sound. So say you then taped a pencil that would vibrate with the balloon. If I put a piece of paper against the pencil, you'd see something like this, useless scribbles. Now if I move the piece of paper at a constant pace, you'd see this, slightly less useless scribbles. Congratulations, you just recorded your voice. Good job. That scribble on your piece of paper is the sound waves, or vibration, that you were making by speaking into the horn. But there's no way to play it back. It's literally just a piece of paper. Only what if it wasn't? What if, instead of making a 2D line, we make a 3D line? And that's what these guys did back in the 1800s. The gramophone. Say Lady Gaga sings into a big horn that would focus and direct the sound onto a diaphragm, which is essentially just a fancy stretched out balloon from before. The diaphragm would vibrate, and attached to the diaphragm would be a stylus or needle.
You
That would
guys
cut these
just
vibrations
coming on a
into
little
wax
YouTube
record,
rabbit hole.
creating a 3D line with bumps and valleys. If you take that wax record and put it through a chemical bath, you'll have a metal record. You can then use that metal record as a stamp on old plastic frisbees. Now we have a record, but the question still stands. How does it play music? You actually literally just do everything backwards. First, start spinning the disc at the same speed you spun the wax record when recording. Then, drop the needle into the groove. The bumps and valleys are going to cause that needle to make the exact same vibrations as the needle that recorded the original sound. And just like how you record the original sound, the needle is connected to a diaphragm, and that diaphragm is going to make the exact same vibration as the original recording. And vibration is sound. So all we need to do is amplify that vibration by adding a comically big horn, and you'll get the exact same sound made by Lady Gaga. But modern records don't use big horns, so how does that work? Well, modern record players are a little bit more digital. Instead of a horn, it's a speaker, and instead of a flimsy balloon, it's a copper coil vibrating in between two magnets. As the copper coil moves between the two magnets, it makes electricity that goes to a speaker, creating sound. But it's the 80s, and only losers use vinyl anymore. The cassette tape. Now, what sort of sorcery is used to put Michael Jackson into this measly piece of black Scotch tape? Magnets. The answer is magnets. In fact, the actual process is kind of just a futuristic magnetic version of a vinyl. Step 1. Record some music. Say you're Michael Jackson. As Michael Jackson, you aren't going to sing into some big horn. You're going to sing into a microphone. But how can a microphone capture your hee-hees and ha-has? Well, let's get it open. Inside of the microphone, you'll find a diaphragm that vibrates when you speak into it, just like the balloon. The diaphragm is either connected to a copper coil, kind of like the record player where the sound vibrates the coil, sending different strengths of electricity, or the diaphragm is connected to a capacitor, which is basically just a fancy plate. As you speak, the diaphragm moves, and this vibration changes the distance, causing a change in stored energy, resulting again in different strengths of electricity. Step 2. Magnets. So now we have electricity. How does that help? Well, it's easier to think of the electricity as the pencil in our original example, and that makes the magnetic tape the paper. The recording head is the point of contact. The different strengths of electricity make changes to the magnetic fields on the tape's surface. This creates a little pattern of magnetization that almost exactly replicates the original sound wave. But how do we read said magnetization? Well, just like before, it's the same process, but backwards. Put your tape into a boombox, and there will be a playback head there too. As the tape passes over the playback head, the changes in the magnetic field on the tape make an electric signal. This is the same electric signal that was made when recording. The electricity is sent to a speaker, which has a diaphragm just like the microphone, creating a big old vibration. And thus, you hear the sweet harmony that is Michael Jackson. But nobody listens to Michael Jackson, because he is just so 10 years ago. Welcome to the 90s. Now, instead of a frisbee or scotch tape, we use a fat, glorified ring. To record sound onto this fat ring, we use a microphone that works the same way as before, except this time we take that electricity and convert it into ones and zeros that represent the original sound wave. And that's a lot of words, so how the freak do we do that? By looking at the voltage. For example, if the voltage is this high, we give it a 1. If it's this low, we give it a 0. Now, using a teeny laser, we put these ones and zeros on a disc, where pit represents a 1, and an untouched land represents a 0, but these pits and lands are so small, the disc seems smooth. Now if you put this disc into your crusty 1992 Honda Accord, it's going to read it, also with a laser. This laser bounces off the CD. If there's a pit, it bounces a bit differently and writes down a 1. If there's a land, it bounces the same and writes down a 0. But how do these 1s and 0s magically become music? Again, same thing but backwards. First we use a digital to analog converter, but you can just call them DAC. DAC will generate a certain amount of electricity depending on whether it reads a 1 or 0. This creates the same electric stream that was in the microphone when originally recording. And just like before, the electric stream is sent to a speaker, which has a diaphragm that vibrates depending on how much electricity it receives, creating weak knees, heavy arms, and mom spaghetti. And all that information is actually not free. It's going to cost you 1 subscribe, and I'm just going to flip this around. It's
Goddamn trash coon, up to your usual space tricks.
Time to go to bed. I'll see you later.